The Agnatha class consists of jawless fish. The two main groups are hagfishes and lampreys. Hagfishes are soft-skinned, scaleless, and have a cylindrical shape. They have a single nostril at the anterior end with a low caudal fin around the tail. Their eyes are vestigial and they are covered by skin. Lampreys have a smooth body, are scaleless, and are eel-shaped. They have well-developed dorsal and caudal fins. Their mouth is surrounded by a sectoral oral disc bearing horny teeth. Their eyes are well-developed and they have a single nostril on top of their head, and most of them have 7 pairs of external gills.
Agnatha's body symmetry is bilateral, which means that if you cut it from its head down to its tail, it will all be the same on both sides. There are 2 different ways that Agnathas can eat. One, which is the lamprey, that's a parasite, and it sucks the tissue and the fluids out of the fish that they attach to or other sea creatures. And then there's the hagfish, which has a tongue-like projection, and it goes out, comes back in with whatever food it gets, and it mostly eats worms and small animals. And it could go up to 7 months with no food. And if there isn't any food around, it mostly just eats the dead animals that are at the bottom of the seafloor.
For Agnatha, the fertilization is external, and they tend to reproduce in freshwater riverbeds where they can be in pairs to build a nest and bury their eggs in an inch beneath the settlement.
About some examples of Agnatha and where they can be found. There are 2 living groups of Agnatha: the lampreys, class Hyperotil, and the hagfish, class Minxini. Most of other species of Agnatha have gone extinct over time. First, let's take a look at the lamprey. Lampreys are found in marine and freshwater environments. Some species are parasitic, attaching their sucker-like mouth to fish, then using their sharp teeth to rasp away at the animal's flesh. The lamprey has a larval stage. The larval lives in freshwater, buried in mud, and the adults can be either freshwater, brackish, or marine, depending on the species. A common example of a lamprey is the sea lamprey, which cannot survive out of the water and causes mass damage to its ecosystem, oftentimes wiping out other species. Next, the hagfish. Modern-day hagfish are all marine, living on the bottom and usually in burrows. Rather worm-like in appearance, the hagfish lack paired fins, only having a slight tail fin. They have no eyes and no scales, but they do have a row of horny teeth on the tongue and rasp at food. Surrounding the mouth is a ring of tentacles, and hagfish produce a great deal of slime.